Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I am going to be doing a get ready with me / tutorial on a look that I have been really loving lately, with a palette that I have really been loving lately. Super excited for this, so let's jump in. I got my coffee, got my Minions coffee mug, and let's get ready together. I'm gonna start with my current favorite primer combination, which you might have seen in a video before, but I'm going to be using the Milk Makeup Blur Stick to blur out my pores. I use that mostly on my T-zone, the areas that I have the worst pores, so like my cheeks and my forehead primarily. Then I'm going to take this Milani Prime Perfection Hydrating Face Primer. I like to use a hydrating primer over the pore filling one, and I'm just going to put that all over the face. Especially like to work it into my nose. My nose has been so dry lately. It's gotta be this weather. As I let that sit into my face, I'm going to actually do my brows. I have started doing my brows before foundation. Finally, I've gotten hooked on that, and I'm really loving how it works. It's going to take me a long time, so I'm not going to do it on camera this time, but I will definitely be filming a brow tutorial very soon. Okay, brows are on. Now for foundation, I'm going to go in with the Ulta Beauty HG Soft Focus Liquid Foundation. I have the shade Tan Warm. So how I've been applying this foundation is I just apply it in dots on my face and I blend it out either with a brush or a beauty blender. I feel like it works well either way. Today I'm going to be using the beauty sponge from BH Cosmetics. The color is a little bit weird on me, as you can see. I feel like after I get all my makeup on, you won't be able to notice as much. It's Tan Warm, but I feel like it's a little reddish for my skin, so I'm not sure, but I don't see this on the website anymore, so I can't purchase. I would purchase a different shade to try that, but I don't find it on the Ulta website anymore. I really hope it comes back though, because this is a good foundation. So anyways, I'm going to do a second layer now to show you how it layers, and I am going to use a brush for that one. So I would definitely say this is a medium coverage foundation. Definitely not full coverage, but more than light, so definitely medium. And it layers really nicely, as you can see. I really feel like it layers so well, and it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look too thick. It looks like natural skin. Like, I have been wearing this foundation all the time and all day too. So like yesterday, for example, I put it on in the morning. By the time I was taking my daughter to gymnastics, I remember, I think we were driving home and I was looking at my makeup in the car mirror, and in the dark, like I couldn't see the color or anything, but it just looked like my natural skin. Like, it didn't look cakey or powdery, or I couldn't see my pores, anything like that. It didn't look like I had makeup on. It just looked like my natural skin. And I remember thinking, wow, this is a good foundation, because I've had this on all day, and a lot of foundations, even ones that I like, after I've had them on all day, don't look that good. I guess I would say this is maybe like light to medium coverage. So then I just do have to kind of blend it down my neck to get that color to not look crazy. So then you can even see right now, like as it's setting into my skin, how natural it looks. It doesn't, I don't know, it's kind of amazing. It just kind of settles in. So I do have a blemish right there, and you can still see it, and you can still see like some of my freckles and things like that. So yeah, definitely light to medium coverage, I would say, but really nice coverage, really nice finish. I think it's beautiful. So while this is setting, I'm going to go in and do my bronzing and contouring. So for bronzer, I have been using this Wet n Wild contour stick. You guys know that I love this, but I have recently only been using this on my forehead. So I just do that. So basically I'm focusing on the hairline here. I just want to kind of bronze my forehead all the way around my hairline, up into my hairline. And for contouring, I'm actually using a different cream contour stick. This is the Jordana Sculpt and Go, and this is in a cooler shade. That's why I like this one. So that I'm going to be using to chisel out my cheeks. Okay, for concealer, I'm going to use my new favorite, the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. My shade is Golden 40, and I'm just going to apply that all under my eyes first. I love the applicator on this too. It's so soft. Just blending this out with this beauty sponge from BH Cosmetics. I like this sponge. It's a little bit thicker, or less soft, I guess, than the Beauty Blender. I mean, it's soft, not like it's hard, but like it's not as squishy, and I definitely did wet it and stuff, but I don't know, I'm still getting used to this. I just hate spending 20 bucks on a beauty blender when there's so many dupes out there, you know? So now I'm just gonna take this up where I like to highlight just a little bit, just using kind of the excess concealer here. Then I'm just gonna take a tiny bit and put it on my eyes. I just haven't been using eye primers lately. I just put a little bit of concealer, blend it out real well, and that's just what I do. Coffee break. Now I'm just using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit to set my under eye, and I'm also going to set everywhere else that I placed that concealer. And then I'm going to put just a little bit over here. I didn't put any concealer here. I like to just slightly highlight this area, but not too much because it looks weird if I get it too much, but I do like to bring out the jawline here just a teeny bit. Now taking this brush from the Wet n Wild, the new Wet n Wild holiday set, you can tell I've used this for bronzer. I am going to bronze up my forehead just a little bit, just kind of setting the bronzer almost on my forehead. I don't feel like I'm adding that much color, but I like to kind of connect everything. Then I'm going to set my whole face with the Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder in the shade Golden Hour. I like to use this giant Eco Tools brush lately. This has just been the brush that I've been preferring with this powder, really soft and just kind of perfect for getting it all over everything lightly and not caking it on too much, but really getting it in there. Moving right along to eyeshadow, I'm so excited. I'm going to be using the Shaaanxo The Remix palette with BH Cosmetics. Starting with the shade Buttercup right here, I am using a Real Techniques crease prep brush, and I'm going to be applying that all over my lid, all the way up to the brow bone. Now moving over to this side, I'm going to take the shade Bestie, one of my faves as you can see. I'm just going to be blending that in right on this area here, kind of my faux crease, using a BH Cosmetics number 5 brush. Then I'm going to take the shade Stalker and this ColourPop brush, and I'm going to bring this like this. Now I'm going to take this pretty purple shade Lover and a BH Cosmetics V9. I'm going to kind of blend this out just a tad. Now I'm going to take the shade Dream Girl. This is a Real Techniques Instapop shade brush. Place that right on the center of the lid there. Then I'm going to take the shade Island Glow, and I'm going to use this Royal and Langnickel brush and fill in the inner corner. I'm just going to take a little bit more of Dream Girl and just kind of blend these two together. I want to bring it up a little bit this way. I'm going to line my tight line and waterline with the Tarte Sex Kitten eyeliner. This came in that big Tarte book that I was talking about that I really loved for the holidays. And I really like this eyeliner. I've been using it a lot. So I'm going to line my tight line, so like this thing up here, and then I'm also going to line my waterline. I'm trying to get right in between the lashes too, because I don't want to line my actual lid, because that's not the look that I want, but I do want a little bit of definition along my lash line. Okay, for the lower lash line, I'm just going to run a little bit of this Becca powder along here just to make sure. And as you can see, I don't have any fallout from doing my lids, so that is one huge plus for these eyeshadows. So I'm going to start with this purple shade Lover. I'm going to start with that on the end here to kind of connect where the purple is on the top. Gosh, I love this brush. Again, this is the BH Cosmetics V9. I like that it's longer, but it's real firm and thick, so it's just perfect for precise application. Now I'm going to take a really light dusting of Bestie and this brush, put that here. Just taking a little more of Bestie and placing that on the lower lash line. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of Dream Girl and place that in the center of the lower lash line. Touch up that inner corner on the lower part a little bit. For my top lash mascara, I'm going to use the Essence Lash Princess. This is the False Lash Effect Mascara. For my bottom lashes, I'm going to use this e.l.f. Lash Tint Mascara, what I always use on the bottom lashes. Ooh, I'm loving this eye look so much. I love these eyeshadows, you guys. I love these eyeshadows so much. I love the colors. They're so workable and they're easy to work with and they blend in with each other so well. They layer on top of each other really well. They're just excellent quality shadows and the color selection is perfect. I'm actually going to finish off my face with this palette. I'm going to use Bestie as a blush, one of my favorite shades. So I'm just taking this e.l.f. blush brush, dabbing it in there, dabbing it right on my cheeks. And honestly, you guys, if you have darker skin like me, or even if you don't and you just like bright blushes, a lot of these shades could be blushes. Like I am excited. I have only tried Bestie, but I think that would be a really pretty blush. This one would be a really pretty blush. Maybe even this one. Maybe even this one. Who knows? But definitely these three I will be using as blushes a lot. And now that the blush is done, I'm going to highlight and I'm going to be using Island Glow. This is another one that I have been so obsessed with as a highlighter lately. I've been reaching for this palette just for this shade as a highlighter lately, you guys. Like, it's so pretty.
Up here.
Okay, I am going to set my face and I'm going to finish off my lips and eyebrows. I usually actually do my mascara after I set my face too, but I totally forgot. So I'm just going to set it with the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. Alright, for lips I'm going to try to get sort of a pinky purple combination. I'm going to start by lining my lips with the Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner. This is in the shade Gone Burgundy. Then from the original Shaaanxo palette with the lipsticks, I'm going to take this shade. Just a really pretty nude, and these are a little bit glossy, which is nice. So a couple extra steps I've been doing lately on my brows. I'm going to add this ColourPop Clear, this is called the Brow Boss Gel, and this is actually more of a wax. I mean, you see that? And I've been using this at the very end after I set my everything, and so I just kind of run it through my brows. I feel like it kind of thickens them up, adds volume. It's probably an unnecessary step, but I don't care. Then I'm going to set everything with the Anastasia, not everything, my brows. I'm going to set my brows with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Alright guys, there it is. There's the completed look. I love it. I love this eyeshadow palette so much. The foundation I love so much. Let me know what you think. Do you like this look? Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys again real soon. Bye!